this down just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do a quick flight. I'll pull up Sky Vector. So maybe you can see it. Alright, so Sky Vector. There's a storm over here brewing, so hopefully we can get over here to Carlsbad before it gets too bad. We're going to fly from John Wayne, which is up here in Santa Ana, California. We're going to fly down the coast, down here to McClellan Palomar. So I've got my iPad, or my little tablet here set up, ready to go. We've got the plane started up. And flight plan has been filed. So I'm going to make sure real quick that that has been done. And it has. So let's go ahead and we'll get our frequencies pulled up here. Let's see here. Looks like
November 319, Papa Charlie, German Tower, runway, cross runway 20 left at kilo, runway 20 right at kilo, clear for takeoff.
Altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee.
Information Yankee.
John Wayne Airport, 8 TIS information Yankee. 1853 Zulu. Wind 190 at 8. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2000 broken. 25,000 broken. Temperature 20. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3014. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. DFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on initial contact you have information Yankee.
Alright, we got information Yankee. Nice little Airbus there taking off. And let's get John Wayne Tower, or ground rather. We're on the let's see here, which side are we on?
November 9, Papa Charlie, contact, so-called departure.
We're on the west side, so 132.25. Okay. Oh.
Okay, departure November 319, Papa Charlie with you, leaving 4,500 for 5,000.
November 319, Papa Charlie, so-called departure, contact. Turn left heading 020.
Left heading 030.
020 heading. November 9, Papa Charlie, verify that's heading 020.
Heading is 020, November 319, Papa Charlie.
Thanks.
There we go.
November 9 Papa Charlie, say approach request.
We'd like to request vectors to the ILS 20 right.
November 9 Papa Charlie, roger,
Wayne
turn 5 degrees left, vector to ILS, runway 20 right, final approach course. November 9 Papa Charlie, turn 5 degrees left, vector to final.
Say again, November 9 Papa Charlie. Need some help. So if you get a final course to vector, you're allowed to turn your final course to intercept the LS.
November 9 Papa Charlie, I don't understand what you're saying. Turn 5 degrees left. That will be a vector to final.
So I just got a little confused. Okay, 5 degrees left and vectors for final. November 219 Papa Charlie.
November 9 Papa Charlie, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles crossing left to right. Altitude indicates 5,000.
Alright, let's get some clearance and then we'll get on our way.
SoCal, departure November 319 Papa Charlie. We'd like to request if we can go down to 4,000.
November 9 Papa Charlie, unable due to terrain. You can expect lower on your base turn.
Expect lower on the base turn, thanks. November 319 Papa Charlie.
So you guys can't see it, but there's a little tab that I'm using right here to adjust a few things.
November 9 Papa Charlie, traffic 12 o'clock, 5 miles crossing left to right. Altitude indicates 4,900 and climbing.
Well, report when we have traffic in sight.
No need to report, you can just say roger.
Roger.
November 9, Papa Charlie, turn left heading 280, descend and maintain 4000.
Left 280 and down 4000, November 319, Papa Charlie.
November 9, Papa Charlie, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles, crossing right to left, altitude indicates 6600.
Roger.
November 9, Papa Charlie, descend and maintain 3000.
Down 3000.
November 9, Papa Charlie, turn left heading 225.
Left heading 225, November 319, Papa Charlie.
November 9, Papa Charlie, 2 miles from Snake, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear ILS, runway 20 right approach.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer and cleared for the 20 right ILS approach. November 319, Papa Charlie.
John Wayne clearance, good morning, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta. I'd like following to Palomar at 3,500.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, John Wayne clearance Grafnon, on departure fly heading 150, maintain VFR at below 2400, departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3172.
Alright, on departure fly 150 at or below 24,000. Departure is 128.1 and squawk 3172 for 713 Lima Delta.
The back correct.
Alright, so once you take off, we're going to turn left.
Well, ground, Twin Star, November 2 Bravo Delta, we have Juliet, that can pick up high far to Las Vegas.
Ooh, that guy sounds familiar.
Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, will have ground chorus and request on by.
Nope, don't know him. Alright, so we'll go back and go over to ground, which will be 132.20, which we've already got set up.
November 9, Papa Charlie, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, this will be a full route clearance, advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 2 Bravo Delta.
Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, clear to Las Vegas Airport, via runway 34, departure procedure to Needles, that's Echo, Echo Delta. Victor 237, Balda City, that's Bravo Lima Delta, direct, maintain 7000, expect 10,000 5 minutes after departure, departure frequency 134.65, squawk 4725.
Alright, November 2 Bravo Delta, clear to Las Vegas via the runway 34 departure procedure, Needles, Victor 237, Boulder direct, climb 7,000, expect 10,000 10 minutes after departure, departure 13465 is squawk 4725.
Is that correct?
John Wayne Tower, November 319, Papa on the ILS 20 right approach.
November 319, Papa Charlie, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Go in 20 right, November 319, Papa Charlie.
John Wayne ground, Skyhawk. Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta is ready to taxi. We're at the east ramp, or the west ramp.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, joining ground, runway 20 right at Kilo, taxi via Bravo, Kilo, advise when you have information, Yankee.
Alright, 20 right via Bravo Kilo, and we do have Yankee 3 Lima Delta. Alright. So we're gonna go over to Kilo. Brakes are off. And we'll take Bravo, which is over here. And we got our taxi lights on, nav lights are on, beacon lights are on. We'll hold for strobes. For some reason this airport I don't get very good frames, so it's probably really choppy for you guys. There's the big Airbus coming into land straight ahead. See him. Alright, so again, we'll take off, fly 150, and maintain below 2,400. This is Kilo coming up. You can see Kilo right there.
November 9 Papa Charlie, pass for the I-1, turn left next taxiway. Taxi to parking via Alpha, monitor ground, have a good day.
Taxi to park via Alpha, and we'll monitor ground. Thank you.
Alright, so that's tower on 126.8. So John Wayne Tower, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta is holding short runway 2 right at Kilo.
Skylight, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff. 713 Lima Delta. Alright, so we got our flaps down, we'll go full mix. Lights are on, strobes are on. Trims are set. Rotate speeds about 60 or 70. Okay, there's 70, rotate, and we're flying. We'll go flaps up.
Full head ground, Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, holding short of Alpha 4 ready taxi.
Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, runway 34, taxi via Alpha, verify you have information, Juliet.
Alright, 34 via Alpha, and we have Juliet for 2 Bravo Delta.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, radar contact, so-called departure.
Contact SoCal departure to Lima Delta. SoCal departure, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta is climbing 1,000 for 2,400.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, SoCal departure, roger.
Alright, so we're manning that 150 heading. And I did not set up my GPS, but I guess I could do that real quick. I'm looking for traffic. I don't see anybody right now. Alright, we're staying below 2,400, or 2,200 right now.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, resume navigation and appropriate VFR altitudes.
Alright, resume navigation, VFR altitude 713 Lima Delta. Alright, so we're going to go on up to 3,500 for the remainder of the flight. Go ahead and turn on autopilot. Go heading on. And we'll keep our climb going. I'm going to go ahead and get my information stuff ready. So we don't need COM 2. I'm going to make it my weather.
A24, ILS runway 24.
And tower. 118.6. Alright.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction, altitude indicates 1,200.
Roger. Yep, there they are. And we have visual on traffic, 713 Lima Delta.
Roger.
high, so I'm going to come back down.
Southwest 2154 Ontario Connect, good morning, clear to Phoenix Airport. Reggie 3 departure, midboard transition, then as filed. Climb via seat, except maintain 14,000, squawk 1674.
So according to my tablet, looks like there's some weather over over Palomar. We'll see if we can get a visual, but there's some
5x5.
weather out there we may have to watch out for. Make a left turn a little bit, stay along this coast.
Twin Star to Bravo Delta, Bullhead Tower, runway 34, clear for takeoff, wind HP 50 at 9.
1853 Zulu. Wind 250 at 5.
Skyhawk
Visibility
713
owner.
Delta, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles southbound converging, altitude indicates 2,100.
Roger, it's gonna be Delta. They said 11 o'clock, about 4 miles. Still don't have a visual on them. Yeah, I don't see them. There's some restricted airspace up here, so I'm going to try to not get in that. I'll show you here. This blue area is where I'm coming up on now, right around here, and so I'm going to stay to the west of it. And if I go over here to my GPS, you can see this is that area there that I was talking about, the restricted airspace. So as long as I stay out of that.
Bravo Delta, contact Los Angeles Center. Twin Star to Bravo Delta, Los Angeles Center, report leaving 6,000.
Some clouds out there. Doesn't look too scary.
call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Charlie. Carlsbad McClellan Palomar Airport, 8 is information Charlie. 1853 Zulu. Wind 250 at 5. Visibility 9er. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 20. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 3013. Arriving and departing runway 24. ILS runway 24 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information Charlie. Carl.
Alright, so runway 24. So what I'm expecting to happen is X-plane.
713 Lima Delta, contact local approach 119.6.
119.6 for Lima Delta. SoCal approach, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta is at 3,500.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, SoCal approach. Palma altimeter 3013, verify altitude. Your most C readout shows 2,600.
Yep, you're correct. And I'm going to descend down to 1,500 maybe. Do you think that would be acceptable in this area?
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, that's up to you, that's fine.
Okay, going down to 1,500. 3 Lima Delta.
Lima Delta, ident.
Oh, was that ident for Tree Lima Delta?
Skyhawk 2 Lima Delta was for somebody else.
Okay, roger.
Diamond 2 Bravo Delta, we had a contact 20 miles north of Needles. Turn right, direct on pass, climb and maintain 10,000.
Alright, so we're going to be kind of low over this area. Should be fine though. I'm going to start cutting back towards land now that we're coming around that corner of the restricted airspace there. We're just going to watch our altitude. If it doesn't feel safe, I'll go back up.
Cessna 643 to Papa, go hospital, see position.
There we go, that's much better. Alright, so we're going to be kind of low against these mountains here, but we should still be okay. Right now we're at
1,054 on Telegram. Do you need to push onto a taxiway?
1,750 right now.
Southwest 1,054, Roger, that should be part of your request. Then push back onto November 1, approved, tail west. November 6, 43 to Papa, goes to ground, go ahead. November 3 to Papa, say aircraft type and equipment suffix. Cessna 3 to Papa, departure frequency 124.35, squawk 3360. Is that correct? Cessna 3 to Papa, runway 27 right. Taxi via Delta, cross runway 35 at Delta. Verify you have information, Sierra.
Ugh.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, be advised, your present track will penetrate restricted airspace in 3 miles. Just verify that you're aware of the airspace. As long as you remain a mile offshore, you'll be fine.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, we're turning westbound now. 713 Lima Delta.
Skyhawk 2 Lima Delta, over, Roger. As long as you're parallel to the shoreline there, you'll be fine until past Oceanside.
Roger. Thank you. 713 Lima Delta. Alright, so it looks like we're staying a mile from it now. We'll just stay on this track. Alright, so we're coming up on the airport now. We are... looks like 16 miles out. So let's get the weather information.
3013, arriving and departing runway 24. ILS runway 24 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie. Carlsbad, McClellan, Palomar Airport. 8 is information, Charlie. 1853 Zulu. Wind 250 at 5. Visibility 9er. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 20. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 3013. Arriving and departing runway 24. ILS runway 24 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie. Carlsbad, McClellan, Palomar Airport. 8 is information, Charlie. 1853 Zulu. Wind 250 at 5. Visibility 9er. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 20. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 3013. Arriving and departing runway 24. ILS runway 24 approach in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information, Charlie.
Alright, so we still got Charlie. Alright, we'll see.
Southwest 2154, runway 26 right, taxi via November 1, Whiskey. Skyhawk 3 to Papa, contact local departure. Skyhawk 643 to Papa, contact local departure 124.35. Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, you clear of that restricted airspace now, continue on course.
Continue on course 73 Lima Delta, thank you.
Diamond to Bravo Delta, contact Las Vegas approach 118.4.
Las Vegas approach, start river 2 Bravo Delta, level 10,000.
To Bravo Delta, Las Vegas approach, altimeter HB025, advise we have information Papa. Expect visual approach, runway 19 right.
Alright, we'll get Papa 3025, and we'll check visual 19 right, 2 Bravo Delta. LA Center, Twin Star 2 Bravo Delta, we have Papa for Las Vegas.
Twin Star to Bravo Delta, turn left heading 310, vector full approach.
Left 310, 2 Bravo Delta.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, squawk VFR, contact Palma Tower 118.6.
Squawk VFR and contact tower 118.6, 713 Lima Delta. Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, 7 miles to the northwest, with Charlie inbound full stop landing.
Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, Palomar Tower, and right downwind, runway 24, report midfield.
Right downwind for 24 and report midfield 713 Lima Delta. Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta, do you have a quick second for a question?
Sure, go ahead.
When given a enter a right downwind or a right base, what's like the expected distance for that base or that downwind?
The downwind itself should be about a mile from the runway. As far as entering it, you're looking for a 45-degree entry ideally. So 45 to the downwind and then a mile from the runway is where the downwind is.
Okay, roger. And then when given a enter the base, do you just fly from your present position straight to that base?
Yes, straight to the point where downwind would join base, that little turn.
Okay, roger. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. 713 Lima Delta.
No problem. Diamond 2 Bravo Delta, descend and maintain 7,000.
7,000, 2 Bravo Delta.
Alright, so that's the airfield right over there. And it's runway 24.
2154, default departure 26 right.
Southwest 2154 Ontario Tower, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff, wind 090 at 4.
Clear for takeoff 26 right, thank you.
Alright, we're going to start slowing down a little bit now. And we climbed up some, so try to get back down. Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 713 Lima Delta is midfield downwind for 24.
2 Lima Delta over 24, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 24, 713 Lima Delta. Alright, so we're going the opposite direction of 24. We're going to hold that about 80 knots. We're going to start descending to.
John Wayne, clearance November 319, Papa Charlie, looking to pick up IFR to Carlsbad for the I-2.
Airbus 319 Papa Charlie, John Wayne clearance. Clear to Palomar Airport, after departure, fly heading 175. Radar vectors, Victor 25, as filed. Maintain 5,000.
Okay,
Expect
lights are all on.
7,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2037.
Alright, clear to Carlsbad Airport, fly heading 175, radar vectors to Victor 25, then as filed. Quiet 5,000, expect 7,000, 5 minutes after departure, 128.1 for departure frequency, and squawk 2037, Airbus 319.
Number 319 Charlie, you're back correct. Southwest 2154, contact departure.
Departure Southwest 2154.
We're going to start our turn now. For final. A little bit of rudder. Overshot it just a little bit. And we're a little bit high still. A little high on the approach. We'll go around. Palomar Tower 713 Lima Delta is going to go around.
For 2 Lima Delta, Roger, make right close traffic, report midfield.
Right close traffic, report midfield 713 Lima Delta. Alright, so we'll go full power. Came in just a little too high.
Charlie ground, November 319, Papa Charlie, is ready to taxi. We're at the east ramp.
Papa Charlie, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha Lima, cross runway 20 left.
20 right via Alpha and Lima, and cross 20 left.
November 2 Bravo Delta, Las Vegas Airport, 1 o'clock, 12 miles.
2 Bravo Delta, airport side.
2 Bravo Delta, clear visual approach, runway 19 right.
So visual 19 right, 2 Bravo Delta.
San Luis ground, Bonanza 9074, Quebec, with information, Mike, IFR to Long Beach.
Roger, 74 Quebec, San Luis ground. On request, standby. For 9074 Quebec, clear to Long Beach Airport after departure, flight heading 180, radar vectors San Marcos, that has filed. Maintain 5,000, expect 7,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 1610.
9074 Quebec is clear to Long Beach, flight heading 180, vector San Marcos has filed 5,000, 7,005, 120.55, squawk 1610.
For 74 Quebec, read back correct.
Palomar Tower 71 Lima Delta's midfield.
1 Lima Delta, runway 24 cleared to land.
Runway 24 clear to land 713 Lima Delta. And the weather updated, of course. Get our first notch of flaps now. Make our turn. Keep descending.
John Wayne Tower, November 319, Papa Charlie is holding short 20 right.
November 319 Papa Charlie, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff, wind 220 at 6.
Clear for takeoff, 20 right, November 319, Papa Charlie.
November 2 Bravo Delta, contact against tower 18.75.
Go to tower 2 Bravo Delta. I'll take its tower, November 2 Bravo Delta, is on left downwind, 19er right.
November 2 Bravo Delta, Las Vegas tower and 19 right, clear to land.
Call ahead, 19 right, 2 Bravo Delta.
San Luis ground, Bonanza 907, Port Quebec on the north ramp, ready to taxi with Mike.
Port 907, Port Quebec, San Luis ground, runway 11, taxi by Alpha.
Runway 11 by Alpha, sub Port Quebec.
A little bit of wind in this one. A little heavy. We'll go to the next one. Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 7 Delta is off on Alpha.
For 3 Lima Delta, taxi ramp by Alpha.
Alright, taxi ramp via Alpha 7 Delta.
Bird 9 Papa Charlie, contact departure.
Contact departure number 319. SoCal departure November 319 Papa Charlie, leaving 3000 for 5000 and heading at
San Luis tower, Bonanza
175.
907, Port Quebec is ready for departure.
For 319 Papa Charlie, SoCal departure, radar contact, clear direct passive, climb maintain 7000.
Climb and maintain 7000, November 319 Papa Charlie.
Or 319 Papa Charlie, that was all the instruction, clear direct passive, climb maintain 7000.
Clear direct passive and climb maintain 7000, November 319 Papa Charlie.
Alright, well, that's pretty much it. Took about an hour too long, but we'll go over here to the these little hangars over here.
San Luis tower, Bonanza 907, Port Quebec, ready for I-4 departure.
We're down to 7 Port Quebec, San Luis tower, runway 11 clear for takeoff.
Runway 11 clear for takeoff, sub Port Quebec.
Alright, let's get avionics off. Lights are off. Flaps are up. There we go. Alright, well, we'll see you guys later.